Hey there, Morbid Maniacs. It's time for another spooky video. And for tonight, I'm here with my boyfriend, Josh, and we're going to be talking about a, I guess, paranormal, supernatural experience he had. I'm just putting it out there that everything that we say in this video is 100% fact. I think that night, I was like live streaming with Sabrina. I think me and him got into like a little argument about something stupid. Every time we argue, it's over something dumb.
I don't think it was an argument. I went outside and I started hearing these weird sounds.
You went outside and then I followed behind him because I was wondering what the heck was taking him so long. We were both out there and then all of a sudden we just started hearing this. It almost sounded like a coyote would sound, but it sounded off. Like it didn't sound like an actual animal, like somebody was messing around or something.
It did sound like someone was kind of messing around. It sounded like a coyote and it was like, it sounded like more like a human like screwing around with a sound of a coyote, like making a sound of a coyote. I'm sitting there thinking, what the hell is that? Like, someone's got to be back in the woods back here screwing around.
Summers ago, I think it was like back in like 2014 or something like that. I was outside because it was summer and I was reading a book, and I think I told this on my channel one time before, but I was outside reading a book and it was nighttime because I just like being outside in the summertime. There was this weird noise, like it almost sounded like a baby crying, and I thought it was one of the little kids that used to live up in my holler. I was like, why are their parents letting them out this late of the night, and like what the heck are they doing? And like I had my dad come outside and he heard it too, and it sounded like it was getting closer to us. We never did find out what that sound was, so like this could be the same thing. And I'm not saying it's not an animal, like it could be an animal, I don't know, but like what we experienced that night, it was definitely something like out of this world. Like I don't think it was just an animal. Then you can kind of explain, like it sounded like it was getting closer.
Dad explained to me that your grandpa seen something similar to what I told you and your dad that I seen, and it kind of looked like a mist, like a gray mist. But anyway, I'll get to that. So I'm sitting there hearing these noises. She hears it too, and I'm looking around trying to see where it's coming from. Obviously it's coming from the way I was looking, but I went ahead and started looking up towards the woods. Next thing I know, I turn my head and look back towards the shed over here, and I start seeing something like creeping up beside of it. And it didn't look like a bear or anything, because you would have like heard it stomping or moving around or anything. There was no sound. It looked like a mist, kind of like a gray, foggy mist, about 7 feet tall, I would say. And it just like came out enough into the light out there where the pole was at. And I start seeing like a weird, like oddly shaped, it looked really weird.
Was it kind of like, you know how they describe the rake, which is a creepypasta? Like it's kind of like a bald, like humanoid, like figure with like glowy eyes.
I didn't see no glowy eyes. I didn't see nothing like that. And it didn't look like no like rake, but it kind of looked like, I just can't really explain because it looked like it was definitely like gray looking.
Kind of like a humanoid looking thing.
And it was tall. And anyway, it came out, and as soon as I made, like, I guess eye contact with it, I seen it, because I don't think you seen it, you told me you did it. It stopped and just stared at me, like it just stopped. And I'm looking at it, trying to figure out what the hell it is. And I couldn't figure it out, and I'm just sitting there like, alright, this is nothing normal at all. And that was probably what we were hearing. And I was sitting there like, is she not seeing this, what I'm looking at?
I was just too busy worried about the sound because it sounded like it was getting closer. Like
it was getting really close. Like from here to the shed, that's what, maybe 50, 60 feet-ish away probably. As soon as it got towards like the side of the shed where there's, you know, the shade and all that, like you can't really see because it's dark. But there's a lamp out there where the light shines out towards the parking lot.
Street lamp.
Yeah. As soon as it got close enough to whatever it was like demented looking, like I couldn't even explain. And as soon as I seen it, I was like, get the fuck outside. Like, I was like into like, get the fuck outside. Yeah. Pushed her in, pretty much.
He pushed me and we were running inside the house.
I opened the door, pushed you in, literally, slammed the door behind me and literally started locking all the locks. And then I went to the window to look out and it was gone. Like, it was that quick.
Another
and
thing
I
is...
just couldn't... It freaked me out. Like, I've never seen nothing like it before.
Another thing is that one time, I can't remember if this was before or after. I believe it was before because I think it was in the summer. But my dad said that there was just like this random pig, like out of nowhere. It's kind of funny, but like there was this random pig. He was sitting out on the porch with his wife, and there's like this random pig that just comes out of nowhere and starts walking up the road, and then it just disappeared and he never seen it again. And like, that's not normal around here. Like, you wouldn't just see a random pig come out of nowhere.
Not to mention, I know this is a little off topic, but there was somebody killed up that way.
I made a story time about that too, so like if you haven't seen that, I'll link it in the description so you can go check it out. But there was this guy that was renting the houses up there, and he was murdered up there, and they never did find who killed him or what killed him, and it was a very like bloody, gruesome scene.
So they never found the person, what you told me, and it kind of gets you thinking, what if it was...
Because it's like all the way up in the woods.
What
like,
if you think it's what that could be, a skinwalker or something, whatever it is. That's what I think it may have been, because they say skinwalkers sound like coyotes when they're trying to attract somebody to come nearby.
We're not saying that it was a skinwalker for sure, but it's what we believe to be a skinwalker. It could have been anything.
Whatever I seen did not look like a human. It was something, it didn't even look like an animal. It was something really just weird looking. They say the skinwalkers can shapeshift. It could have been in the middle of doing that for all I know. But it just looked really weird. I can't even really explain because I didn't sit there and long enough to look at it hard. Because whatever it was, I knew it was not an animal. I heard skinwalkers can move very fast, which means if it wanted us bad enough, it probably would have got it to it.
There's another incident that I had. One night, me and my dad were going for a ride late at night, and it was winter, and I believe it was last year, actually. And I had seen something that was like white and kind of like glowy like. It kind of looked like the butt of a deer, like its legs. And it ran, like darted really quickly behind the shed. And like, I never really fully like seen anything after that. So like, I don't know if that was something...
That shed out here?
Yeah. I don't know if it was something paranormal or if like that was like actually a deer. Like it could have been, I don't know. But like, it just looked weird.
I find it funny because whatever it was could have came out from behind the shed back here. Which the woods are literally right there, which means it could come from the woods. It could have came from the hillside down behind the shed and around. And that's when I saw it. But your dad told me like your grandpa seen something what I described looked like kind of like a gray looked like a gray mist going up in the woods one day. Like,
I mean, for all we know, it could actually be like a spirit too. But like, what's weird is
it's tall. I can tell you that.
Every time we go outside, you hear like weird animal noises. Sometimes it sounds like a bird, and it'll be like the middle of the night. It's winter right now. Sometimes it'll sound like a bird, like a weird bird that I've never heard before. But it's like, why would a bird be out there in the middle of the night in wintertime? You know, like...
It's not really normal. But it could be. It could be a bird, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not like closing those like options out. Like, it could be anything. But we're just kind of like describing what we think.
I'm trying to remember. How many months was that ago when that happened? It was... I think it was...
September? August. Somewhere
August
around
or
there.
September, because I didn't have my place yet, so it was right before that. Still fairly kind of warm outside. It wasn't cold or anything.
It was still kind of like summer, but it was getting ready to transfer into fall.
I wish I could have sat there and stared at it longer and figured out what it was, but knowing that if I did that, something could have probably happened, and I'm like, nah, like, not a chance of that.
Another thing that's weird is that this could be something completely different too. I don't know. There's like a lot of strange things that happen around here, and you guys probably think that I'm making it up, but I honestly would never lie to you about anything.
Well, you got the best woods back there.
Yeah, there was like this sound that my dad was hearing, and it was like this like ringy sound. This was in December, so this was literally like 1 month ago. Every time he would walk outside at night, he would hear like this little like ringy sound, like it sounded like somebody was ringing a bell. And
well, it's been told that Skinwalkers can do that, I believe.
this could be something explainable, like it could have been somebody outside or like a dog, because my neighbor's got dogs, but like I've heard it too, and we never did really find the cause for that, and it just kind of stopped all of a sudden. It's just really weird, and like I said, we're not like making this up for attention or for views or anything like that. Like, we're being like real 100% honest with you, and we're not claiming that it is a skinwalker either. We don't really know what it was.
I don't know what it was. It
But
could have been. That's the best thing I can describe.
that's
it as
what we
being
believe
close.
that it could be.
But this world is huge. There's a lot of crazy shit out there. I
That
mean,
most of us haven't even
yeah.
discovered or know about.
I wish I would have got it on camera. I wasn't looking at my phone or having my phone out at the time, which if I did, I could have probably recorded what the sounds were, and maybe I would have been able to catch that on camera. And normally I don't get scared. That's the funny part. But seeing that, it's like, oh, that's
Yeah, I remember,
what
'cause
is that?
I was in the middle of filming for Vlogtober, so I think it was in like August or September when this happened.
Out there,
Sometimes the dogs bark too in the middle of the night,
which
and
is
like,
weird, yeah. But
I
it
mean,
could be a deer
they could be
too,
barking
maybe.
at anything,
Yeah.
but it is kind of strange. You know,
There's also another thing. I don't know if this is Winneco or Skinwalker or both, but if they make eye contact with you or you sit there and stare at them,
they can like mimic you.
Yes.
Let me know what you think of our little experience. Like, what do you think that this could be, and have you ever had a similar experience before? I would love to know. And
Oh, I would love to know. I want to know what I've seen.
I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.
Or give us a thumbs down.
Stop doing
Because we
that.
suck.
He does that every video that I make with him. Don't give me a thumbs down, please.
Please.
No.
I'm saying don't give her a thumbs down. She deserves all the likes in the world. She's trying really hard.
Subscribe to my channel if you have not already and become a morbid maniac. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Wave!
Wait a minute. Sorry. I'm just an asshole to her sometimes.
Wait.
But I love her and you still got hair in your mouth.
Number 15. Burger King foot lettuce.
Number 15. Burger King foot lettuce. Outside and find and poke it with a stick.
You crazy? I
Yeah.
might eat you.
Not if I hit it with a stick first. Not if I squeeze it first. Not if I fart first.
Alright, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna end this.
I'm just kidding.
I hate you.
My nose is running. Whatever it is, I just want to know, like, is it a Skinwalker? Was it a Wendigo? I don't think it was a Wendigo because I didn't see antlers.
I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny that you won't stop talking. Like, you just keep on going. Like, you just won't stop. It's just non-stop.
That's my ADHD in me.
It's fine. It's fine. It's cute. But yeah, this lipstick doesn't come off.
Oh.
Babe, let me know what you guys think of this whole thing. Like, do you think that we really seen something like creepy that night, and have you ever had like a similar experience? I don't know. Other night, like, sometimes we'll hear like weird There was another incident that. Hang on, let me start that over because I was sitting there itching my nose.
Just get so many damn blue.
With Skinwalker.
Whatever the hell it was. Honest, and I heard Skinwalkers.
Oh, I thought it was something else, too.
They sound like a kid crying.
Like, he was. Wait. You're flushing the toilet. Hang on. Was just like. Damn, there's gonna be a lot of bloopers in this. And. Okay. Hey.
Are we ever gonna get this going?
God.
God.
Be quiet. Okay. Thought you were gonna sneeze.
No, that's me trying to not laugh.
Okay, let's do it over. Hey Morbid Maniacs, it's time for another spooky video. And today I'm here with my boyfriend. And we're gonna be talking about what? Why are you laughing at me? Stop laughing at me. Number 15. Burger King. You messed up my llama.
Oh shit. Burger King foot lettuce.
Number 15. Burger King foot lettuce. Number 15.
Number 15. Burger King foot lettuce. Number 15. Burger King foot lettuce.
Look on his face. Okay.
Burger King foot lettuce.
Okay, let's go. Okay. Let's be serious. Alright. I don't know if you can see me. Wait. And it's not made up. What? Stop making fun of me.
I'm sorry.
You're making fun of me.
No. It's like it's not.
And it's not.
But it's not made up.
There was one time when I was like 16.
I hate yawn so much.
I